Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can encode videos using the x264 simple launcher. Now before I go deep into this video, I just want to say a few things. One, I'm going to assume that you have seen my video on how to remux, how to create remuxes. You're going to need to watch that in order to continue on with this video, so if you haven't seen it, there's a link in the description. Go check it out, because you will need to watch that in order to understand a few of the things that I'm going to talk about in here. Second of all, you're going to need a decent computer, and when I say decent computer, I mean a really good one with a good amount of hard drive space, couple of gigs, like 50, maybe 100 or even more. You're going to need to install quite a few different programs, so let's get on with this. For the movie, you're going to need something along these lines. An unencoded version of the movie. So right now I've got a Blu-ray which is in folder format, or M2TS I think it is, or something like that. But an ISO will work, a remux will work. If it's already encoded though, you do not want to use that to encode from, because it's already encoded, you're going to just lose quality. So let's start downloading the programs that we're going to need. We're going to need this one, AVSP mod. Download this. You can get the portable version, it doesn't really matter. You're going to need the simple x264 launcher. Download and install this. I've already downloaded and installed it, so I'm not going to do it again. Just click the link there, and it's pretty simple install, just next sort of thing. You're going to need AVI synth plugins. This is a raw folder that someone has uploaded a long time ago, and we're just going to download this. You're going to need AVI synth. Again, I've already downloaded and installed this, so I'm going to skip it. Just click the download button, install it again, next. There's no adware or like that on any of these programs. You're going to need this one. I'm not even going to try and say it. Just download it. And you're going to need this one as well. Don't worry, link is going to be in the description. Click the download button right here. We're going to rename that one, and we're going to do it now. So that's what we're going to rename it to, myffinfo.avsi. You should get this warning and just click OK, yes. Now you're going to want to install this. I've already done it. Just go ahead and download it and install it. You should be able to download any of these two. I chose the 3.51, and you're going to need to install this one as well. But in order to install this one, you're going to need to install Python. So make sure you install Python first, then Vapor Synth. Okay, now that you've done all that, you're going to want to extract the files that you've already downloaded. For this program, DG index, you want to open it up, go to video and change this this option here. Once you've done that, you can just close it down. Make sure you move these files to one side and delete the old ones. For the AVI Synth plugins, you will need to move these or copy them into the plugins folder after you've installed AVI Synth. As you can see, I've already done it, but I'm just going to do it again anyway. So move these into the plugins folder where you've installed AVI Synth. After you've installed the plugins, you want to move the file that you renamed and put that into the plugins folder as well. The myffinfo.avis. I said that the wrong way around there, but you know what I mean. And then inside the raw folder where you copied the original plugins or moved them, there's also a few other ones with a readme file telling you where to put these. It's different for different operating systems, but it's either in the Windows System 32 or the Windows System or wow 64, depending on what operating system you're using. I'm using 64-bit, so mine will be in the 64 one. You won't get a message telling you if you want to replace anything. I did because I've already done it. Okay, now everything is installed and you've extracted everything that you need. Run the simple launcher. If you get a message saying to install a few things that you're missing, go ahead and install them. As you can see, I didn't get no message, so everything is fine. And now we're going to extract the files from the remux or the ISO or the Blu-ray folders or DVD folders, and we're going to be using the EAC3TO. This is why you need to watch how to create a remux video that I did, because it will tell you how to install this and any other things that you need, and how to work it as well. Okay, so you can see that there's two playlists for this Blu-ray. I'm going to choose number 1. Here we can see what's inside number 1. I'm just going to extract the main video and one of the audios. Now for the audio, this is where it's going to get a bit tricky. Encodes don't normally use lossless audio. Some of them do, some of them don't. I'm going to use the lossless audio because it's just easier. It does take a bit more room, the quality is nicer, so there are some drawbacks and some advantages of using it. It's also a lot easier for me to just go ahead and use it. So I'm going to use the True HD and I'm going to save it as a FLAC. But depending on what type of audio you have, you might want to save it as somewhat different, or you might want to not use the lossless audio. I'm not going to use the chapters, I don't really need them for this encode, it's just an example. I'm not going to really use this. And we're back. So the video is done extracting, or demuxing should I say. So let's go into the folder and find the files. Here they are. Now if you was going to encode from a remux, you didn't exactly needed to do that, what I just did at demux. Well, you would and you wouldn't. You would need to do it for the audio, but not the video. You could encode straight from the remux of the video, but since I didn't have a remux, I had to do like this. So now you could either change the audio, which you could have done before, but I'm going to leave it as FLAC because I want that audio. So we're going to encode the video now. So we need the launcher. Here we go, EVIS mod, pmod, should I say. Start this up. And we're going to create our script. So just drag and drop the video into AVS pmod, and we want to change this part here. We want to change it to FF video source, and once we've done that, we want to go and refresh the video. You can either press F5 or just click this. If it looks like it's crashed, don't close it down. If it says not responding and stuff like that, don't worry, it's just indexing the video. Let it do its thing, maybe 5 minutes or so, and it's finished. Here we will examine the video, find out if it's interlaced. We will add a bit of code so that it only encodes a certain part of the video, so we can analyze that and then change our settings around to either increase or decrease the not the quality, but the requirements set in order to get the quality. So if you wanted to, you could zoom in, have a look for something that's moving within the video and see if you can see any lines. That will tell you if it's interlaced. This one is not, so I can't really show you an example, but if you want to find some examples on interlaced, you can easily just Google it and there will be tons of information. If anybody needs any more information on interlaced videos and how to encode them, just post in the comments. I'll be happy to show you some more information on that. But here we go. So right now we can crop the video, resize it and all that stuff. So to crop it, you just click on crop editor and then crop it. But I don't need to crop this video, so I'm just going to click cancel instead of apply, and of course once you click apply it will enter in the code above. but I do want to only encode certain parts of this rather than the whole thing. Like I said, this is just an example of how to encode. So you type that in, then you want to type something in like (1000, 60, 1000), and what that will do is it will skip to the first 1000 frames, then it will encode 60 frames every 1000 frames. So if I wanted to encode every 2000 frames, I will change this one to 2. So this is good to get an idea of what the encode will look like, and you can change this or the settings. You know, it's a sample. That's all it is. It's a sample. And that's it for this script. I'm going to save it. Now that the script has been saved, I want to open it up in the simple launcher. And here's where we're going to play with the settings. For the preset, you want to go right down to the slowest one possible, and you don't want to put any tuning on it, or the profile will be set to high. Of course, you can change a few of these based on what you think. The preset though shouldn't really be changed. If you put it on higher, or faster should I say, it will increase the speed, but you'll lose quality. And this part here is where we're going to put our code. I'm going to show you the code that I normally use. You would change the code based on the sample. Okay, so here is the code. I'm going to paste it in. You can't really see it very well, so I'm just going to get the file up. Here is the code. These are the settings, and you want to change these based on what you think. Now, in order to understand what all these are, because there's quite a few and some of them are really in depth, you're going to need to find out through Google. I will post a few of them in the description, a quick idea of what they are, but most of them are quite advanced. But for the quality, these are the main ones that you will be changing around. These 4. If people want, I can post this code in the description. It's just a the one that I normally use as my default to see what the quality will be like, and then once it's done, I will change it. So once you've entered all the stuff that you want, click Add Job, and then it will start encoding. But it's going to be a long time for this encode, so that's it, I guess. I'm not going to end up finishing this encode and showing you what it's going to be like. Or maybe I will. Yeah, I think I will. I'll finish this encode now. I can't make up my mind. Here we go. I'll just use this one and show you one last thing. That is how to do the screenshots. So you get AVS mod. As you can see, it's already there from last time because it chooses to save it. You can change this in program settings so it won't load the last session on the next launch. That's up to you. When you're doing your full encode, you will delete this because this is only telling it to encode certain frames. So you delete that, and then you'll have the main video along with any other settings that you've put in, like the crop or the resize or whatever. But for the screenshots, all what you do is and there it is. It shows you the number, what the picture type is, and whether it is an encode or the source. There it is. So you would save this and you would post this. You want to save it though. You want to save it as a PNG. You want to give it an appropriate name and all that stuff, and people will be able to compare the source and your encode to see how the quality is. And that's it really. If you've got any questions, post in the comments. If I've missed anything out, I will try and let you guys know, maybe put an annotation on the screen or something, or just post in the comments. And that's it. As you can see, this is taking quite a while, even though it's only a small percentage of the actual video, and the video was quite small anyway. You can see it's only doing 1.6 frames per second. It's really slow, so you do need a really good PC in order to encode. And once this encode is finished, I'm just going to treat the video MKV as the encode, even though it's not. It's the source video that we extracted. And then I'll treat the audio as, well, the audio, because that's the audio that I'm going to be using. What I would do is use MKV merge or MKV tool to combine them into a suitable MKV. So click and drag them in. I've already shown people how to use this on the remux, so if you've seen that, you should know how to use this as well. You just edit, give it an appropriate name, put in the language, whether it's default track, whether you want to force it, and the compression though, you want to put no extra compression. I forgot to tell people that in the remux video. So here's how you put it on always. You want to make sure that it's ticked. I'm kind of rambling on now, so I'm just going to end the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other videos. If you've got any questions, post in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. Stay safe, have fun. See ya.